Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator 2. In the last episode, well, I kind of messed up on a RAM water cooling job. Yeah. So if you want to go, make fun of my mess up, I'll put a link up in the upper right hand corner so you can go check that video out. Let me hop into the email here. I know we've got some stuff to work on. Well, at least 2 jobs anyway. Let me read this one. It says, can you help with this? My PC is broken. Can you have a look at it for me? I have no idea what's wrong. I think something is up with my PSU. It's making a funny noise. Maybe you can replace it? That neon checker theme looks cool. I'd love it if you could apply that. Do you like cable modding? I saw some great plastic orange ones the other day. Okay, so lots of things to do here. And look at that parts budget, $1,200. What's up with what kind of PSU do they have? Of course, their HX1000, isn't that like $100 and something bucks? There must be something else wrong. Even the i5-9600K they've got does not cost that much. So there's either something else wrong or we just have a ridiculously big parts budget for no reason. Okay. Anyway, we need to put on a neon checker theme as well as some plastic orange cables. I don't think I have plastic orange cables though. I don't think I do. Cables. Let's see. Orange. Ribbon braided plain orange. Let's see. Some ribbon plastic. What did they want? Just some plastic orange ones. Plastic orange. Probably just something like this. Yeah. Flat ribbon plastic orange. Huh. Okay, well, let's go ahead. Let's accept this job, and then I want to add these. Can I add them to the cart? There we go. It won't let me add them for a specific job. That's weird. That's weird. Why not? Why can't I add these for a specific job? Oh well. We also need to get their PSU, which was an HX1000. Let me go ahead and put that into while I'm thinking about it. HX1000. Yeah, $180. There's got to be something else wrong with their PC other than just this. So I guess we'll figure that out when it comes in. I guess we can order more stuff if we need to. If it turns out to be something major, we'll just get it for same-day delivery. Okay, this is a long email. Let's read through it. It says, I'm Portia Laperta, CEO of Orton Data Security. We're in need of some hardware, and I'm hoping you can help. A little background information. Many people today are worried that their data is being leaked to hackers and sold for profit on the dark web. At Orton, we aim to offer peace of mind for these people through a fully secure search and destroy procedure. Simply sign up for your free account and submit your data, names, addresses, social security, etc. The more you give us, the better we can help. Oh yeah, this sounds legit. We then trawl the deepest depths of the dark web looking for matches. We find any for sale, we notify you and contact the seller immediately to negotiate a removal price. Easy. As you can see, it's a great idea and we're very proud of it, but we're still getting the business off the ground and we're in desperate need of computer hardware. We'd like to place an order for one computer at the following specification, a GeForce GTX 970 and 8 gig. I'll also need one management spec computer for my own use. I'm thinking a GeForce GTX 980 and 16 gig. I'm assuming they're talking about RAM when they're talking about 8 and 16 gig. Would you be able to deliver both of the computers by 12/14/2022? That's in-game. That's tomorrow. Portia Laperta, CEO. So we've got a parts budget of $3,400 to install a GeForce GTX 980 or better, 16 gigs of RAM, and whatever that motherboard is or better, and done by tomorrow. The other job is a 970 or better, 8 gigs of RAM, the same motherboard or better, and delivered by tomorrow. You know what? I think we can make that happen. Nice labor budget of $840. I can't pass that up. Let's go ahead and accept that one. So let me get the shop opened back up here. I'm going to get all the parts for both of these PC builds put into the shopping cart, and as soon as it's in there, I'll come back and I'll show you what we're going to build for this customer. All right, let's go through this crazy list of parts for these 2 builds that are both going to the same customer. So the builds are basically the same. We're going to do an ASRock Z390M Pro 4 an i7-8086K. Again, hopefully they're okay with this because they did give us a motherboard they wanted, but they said, or better. And this should be better because it's newer than what they asked for. For the cooling, we're going to go with a Cooler Master Master Liquid ML240L version 2 RGB. For this build, we're going to go with 4 sticks of Trident Z 8 gig 3200 megahertz. We're also doing a GTX 1080 Founders Edition when they had asked for a 980. So definitely an upgrade. We're going to put in a 3 terabyte Mortoni Easy Store hard drive, as well as a PNY CS3140 M.2 drive. That's 1 terabyte in size. To power it all up, we're going to go with a Fractal Design Ion Plus Platinum 660 watt power supply. We're going to put it all in an Antec P6 case. That's the more expensive build. For the lower end build, we've got the same ASRock motherboard, the same i7-8086K, the same Cooler Master cooler. We're going with 2 sticks of the Trident Z RGB RAM at 8 gig 3200 megahertz. So the same RAM, just a little bit less. For the graphics card on this one, we're going to go with a NVIDIA GTX 1070 Founders Edition. They'd asked for a 970 or better. We're going to put the same 3 terabyte hard drive, the same 1 terabyte NVMe drive, the same 660 watt power supply, and we're going to put it in the same Antec P6 case. And then here's the ribbon plastic plain orange cables for the repair. Okay. So hopefully we've got everything we need here. I'm going to go ahead and buy all of this now, all $3,629 worth of stuff. Let me go into the day. We should be able to get everything in. Hopefully we got, oh good, we got 2 post-it notes. Perfect. Should be able to get everything in and we can get to work. Oh, I better turn off the lights. Better turn off the lights. We got to save a little bit of electricity. Okay. Lights on, it's a new day. We've got our fix. Here's our parts. I'm not going to scroll through all of them. There's a ton of parts there. Let me start with the fix. So we need to figure out what's wrong with this thing. Actually, before we fix it, let's put the theme on here they wanted. They wanted a neon checker theme. See if we can find that. Neon checker theme. Maybe neon zebra, neon checker. They probably don't want it on the glass. Oh, that's well, that's ugly. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that's not my cup of tea. But you know what? If that's what they want, that's what they got. That's what they got. Let's take this thing apart. I want to see, I guess, does this power on at all? It does power on. And it does sound terrible. And what's up with their 2 sticks of RAM side by side? That sounds like somebody using a weed whacker. That sounds terrible. Let's get this side panel off. We get everything unplugged from this power supply, and I want to see if the power supply is indeed messed up, ruined, or something. Let's see here. So it is faulty. It is faulty. Let me grab the new one and get that installed. And we'll get this cable unplugged. I don't think I need to do any other unplugging of cables. Let's see. They wanted plastic orange. Let's put plastic orange in here. I want to connect everything back up, power this on. It still sounds pretty awful. Is it their graphics card? Oh gosh. Oh, that sounds awful. Let's pull this graphics card out. I am curious. I'm curious. Yeah, their 1080 Ti is faulty. Oh my. I don't happen to have another one, so we're going to have to replace that. Let's power this up without anything else in it. I'm not hearing any other weird sounds. So, while we're here, though, let's go ahead and fix their RAM for them. And then we'll go order another one of those MSI 1080 Ti's. There we go. Fix that RAM. And then, yeah, I think it's just a 1080 Ti gaming. Let's just use the tablet. So, graphics cards, 1080 Ti. It was not the Gaming X. I think it was just this one. Let's go ahead and add that to the cart. Let's go to checkout. We're going to do just same-day delivery because why not? We'll buy it now. We'll sprint back here. We'll grab the 1080 Ti. I'm going to say 1080 Ti a lot, apparently. Okay. Zoom in a little bit here. And then let's get this new one installed. Definitely don't need a broken, faulty graphics card. It's probably just a fan, but you know. Okay, let's see if this thing boots. Before we get it completely booted, though, I do want to hop into the BIOS. Let's see if they need some XMP. They did. They did. Okay, we're going to let this sucker boot up. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Okay, we did their plastic orange cables. We've got their hideous neon checker theme on. Was there anything else we needed to do for this fix? Neon checker, cable modding, plastic orange cables. Nope. Think we are ready to put this thing back together. Get these side panels back on. There we go. And this sucker is ready to go out here into the delivery area, and we can pick one of these cases, and we'll come back and get a post-it note, and we'll start building these 2 builds that we need to make. Do we know which one this is? I guess it's just a guess. Okay, this one needs the 980 or better. So this is the better build, I guess. Let's see. This needs to come off. This needs to come off. I think that's it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. All right. Motherboards. We've got 2 of these ASRock Z390M Pro 4s. Let's get that installed. This case, by the way, is made for these micro ATX motherboards, so that's going to be a nice fit. Get this thing ready for 4 sticks of RAM and the CPU, as well as the graphics card. Anything else need to come off of here? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. For the CPU, we've got an i7 886K. We'll get that installed. Then we need our RAM. We've got a bunch of this, but we're only going to use 4 sticks of the G.Skill Trident Z RGB 8 gig 3200 megahertz. Let's get all of those installed. Perfection. All right, next, let's get some storage. We've got the PNY CS3140 M.2 1 terabyte drive. It's just going to go right here. While we're installing drives, though, let's come around to this side of the case. We'll go ahead and get their 3 terabyte Mortoni Easy Store in there. We can go ahead and get the power supply, too. We're going to use the Fractal Design Ion Plus Platinum 660 watt power supply. There we go. Okay. We need some thermal paste on this 8086K. There we go. And then I want to get, oops, not graphics card, CPU cooling. We've got the Cooler Master Master Liquid ML240L V2 RGB. It's going to go right there. Very nice. Okay, now we just need the graphics card. This one's getting the 1080. So we'll get that installed here. It's not recognizing the Gigabyte GAB250M. That's scary. We may have to go buy one of those instead. Maybe it'll recognize it when we cable it. Let's see. I don't want to use orange cables. Let's use green. Let's use green. Yeah, maybe it'll recognize it when we power it up, I'm hoping. If not, I bought a bunch of stuff that's not going to get used, maybe. Let's see, this dust filter needs to go on. Front panel connector. All right, let's just see if when we power this on, we're getting nervous. I'm getting nervous because it's not recognizing it. Let's see, tools, USB drive. Okay, apply changes. Come on. Is it because it's not a Gigabyte board? Man, it might be because it's not a Gigabyte board. It's a better board and a better CPU and better everything. Well, that's a real bummer. That's a real bummer because now I've got, well, now I've got 2 of those boards and 2 of those CPUs. Oh, no. All right, so time to fix this. Why will it not? I'm just going to go out here and say that this is super dumb, by the way, that this is a newer, better board and a newer, faster, better CPU than I can put on the board that they're looking for. So they want the GA, what was it? B250M. Yeah, this board. It's a KB Lake. All right, well, we'll get 2 of those. Hopefully all the other stuff I've purchased will fit on this. If not, we may be, you know, buying a bunch of new stuff. So the best CPU processor we can put on there, I think, is a 7700. Because it's a there's no point in putting a K version on there. So let's get 2 of those. Yeah, this is dumb. We'll do same day delivery because I don't want to wait around. We're going to get this job done today. Even if I have to cut away and, and redo everything, this job's getting done. Unfortunately, we've got to take this whole sucker apart. So I'm actually going to step away for that. Let me step away. Let me pull apart this entire PC. And then we'll try to build another one. I'll be right back. All right, so we're back to bare bones. Well, except for the 3 terabyte hard drive. I guess that should that should still work with this downgrade. They're getting a downgrade. Let's be 100% honest about what's taking place here. These people are getting a downgrade from an 8086K to a i7 7700. Yeah, a 7700. What an absolute waste of money that was to try to buy them something nice. From now on, when it says we want this motherboard or better, I just need to remember that they mean we want that motherboard. Not or better, just that motherboard. Because that's what it truly means. So if you haven't done this job yet, make sure you buy this Gigabyte B250M motherboard, because anything nicer is not going to work unless maybe it's another Gigabyte motherboard. That might work. I'm not buying something better to try because I don't have any this size available. So I would have to get a bigger case and everything else. So that's just not going to work. Okay. We've got the memory in. Let's see if the storage fits. Okay, that's good. That still works. Let's make sure our CPU cooler still fits. It should. I see no reason why it shouldn't. Okay. Then we just need our graphics card. We've got the 1080 going. Oh, son of a gun. It's going to sit in a different spot. Let's see. What goes? Is it that one? The weird shaped one? Okay. Okay. So the 1080 is going in here. There we go. I mean, we should be good to go now. Oh, I need to cable it. Well, I've got some 8086Ks and some motherboards sitting around. I guess we'll maybe use to build something else in the future. What an absolute waste of money. Don't tell me or better if or better doesn't actually do anything. That was really dumb. All right, let's power this sucker on. I'm going to hop into the BIOS. I don't know if I put the right drive in here that already has... Oh, and this stupid motherboard is stuck at 2400 megahertz. So the 3200 megahertz RAM that I bought, well, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything at all. Let me put a USB drive in here just in case. This one might not have an operating system on it. There we go. Incomplete case. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and put the lighting app on here. Because I want to change all the lights. Static's fine. Let's make them green. NVIDIA green. There we go. Can I exit out? There we go. Okay. Okay. Let me get this case put back together. We'll take a look at this one, and then we'll build the other one. I think this turned out pretty nice. I mean, I would have liked the other motherboard in there with the much newer 8086K versus the 7700 non-K, but, you know, they're getting, I guess, what they asked for, right? Okay, so this one's done. Let's go put this thing in the delivery area. We'll grab the other case, and we will build the other build. At least we've got the right parts going in there. Won't have to buy those again. There we go. All right. Let's get this case taken apart. We're going to do the exact same thing with just a little bit different components. Let me zoom in and scooch down. And we're going to grab the motherboard, the Gigabyte GA-B250M Gaming 5. We will get that installed. This one's only getting 2 sticks of RAM, so we're just going to open up 2 of those. This is also only getting a 1070. Did I close that on the other one? I want no reason to not get 5 stars. Nope. There we go. Now it's closed. I want no reason. These better be 5-star builds. Okay. Back to this one. All right. We've gotten this thing ready for CPU and RAM. We've got the i7 7700 going in here. And then for RAM, we've got the 2 sticks of G.Skill Trident Z RGB 8 gig, 3200 megahertz. There we go. Then let's grab storage. We've got the same PNY CS 3140 M.2 drive, 1 terabyte size going in. We'll come around to this side of the case. Let's go ahead and get the 3 terabyte Mortoni Easy Store drive in. While we're over here, let's get the Fractal Design Ion Plus Platinum 660 watt power supply installed. We'll come back to this side of the case. And I want to go ahead and get some thermal paste on the CPU. There we go. And we should be ready to go ahead and put the CPU cooler on. We've got the Cooler Master, Master Liquid ML240LV2 RGB. That is a whole lot of numbers and letters. Okay, then we should just need the graphics card. We've got the NVIDIA GTX 1070 Founders Edition. Get that installed. We will cable this up with the same green cables. There we go. Then, need to put this dust filter on, as well as the front panel, because that's where our buttons are. Oops, not install cable. Need to cable up the front connectors there, so this thing can power on. Let me go ahead and grab a USB drive and get that installed, and we should be able to power this sucker up. I don't know why I'm hopping back into the BIOS, but I am, because there's no reason to turn on XMP on this. Okay, so let's just apply changes and restart. While it's restarting, I'm going to go ahead and put... Oh, look! Look, here's some original PC building simulator stuff. We got wires glitching right on through the case. Excellent. Takes me back to PC Building Simulator. Had the same things going on there. All right, let me get this glass side panel put on. We're going to put the lighting app on here and change some colors. And then this should be done. We're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to select all. And we're just going to make them NVIDIA green. And we should be done. We should be done. Everything's got a green check mark. I think we're good to go. This one looks exactly like the other one except for 2 sticks of RAM. You can't even tell that this is a 1070 versus a 1080. It doesn't say it anywhere. Unless you just happen to know by looking at the side. Turned out pretty dang nice, if I do say so myself. All right. Let's grab this and go put this out here in the delivery area. We should be able to collect some money on this stuff. Okay, let's close that out. Let's do this. Diagnose and fix first. We'll see if I screwed this up at all. 5 stars. My PC died for no reason, but they fixed it, and I couldn't be happier. Excellent. All right, and then this double build job that I almost messed up, but I didn't. I mean, I guess I did. I wasted some money, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. 5 stars. They couldn't even say anything about it. All right. All right. Made $981 profit, which I probably wasted in the 2 CPUs and 2 motherboards that weren't what they wanted, I suppose. Okay, let's delete that. We've got some more emails. This job's run long, though, or this episode has run long just because I had to redo the one job. So those were probably the only jobs we're going to get done in this episode. But at least we got 3 emails to get started on in the next episode. We also got some new parts added, which is pretty sweet. So we need to water cool a CPU and GPU, a diagnose and fix, and an upgrade. So we got some cool stuff to do in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching me almost screw up another job. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Give it the thumbs up if you liked it, the thumbs down if you didn't. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and ring the bell if you want to be notified as soon as a video from me goes live. Also, if you want to chat with me outside of YouTube, I have a Discord server. Feel free to join that. There is a link down in the description. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next episode.